And now to Colombia, where President Gustavo Petro unleashed a political firestorm after releasing his bank records. It was done in an effort to disprove President Trump's claim that Petro was tied to drug trafficking. The documents didn't just show clean accounts, they revealed a strip club payment that sent Colombia into an uproar. The disclosure sparked outrage on social media and revived criticism of Petro's past remarks on women. So what began as a bid for transparency turned into a political nightmare. Here's more from the story in Colombia.
A political shockwave is tearing through Colombia. And this time, it begins with a bank statement. President Gustavo Petro has taken an extraordinary step. He has publicly released his bank records, line by line, to prove he has no ties to drug trafficking. An accusation President Donald Trump has repeated without providing any evidence.
But no, he's a thug, and he's a bad guy.
On Petro's orders, the country's Financial Information and Analysis Unit began handing his statements from 2022 to June this year directly to the press. But the drama didn't end with political defiance. The bank records revealed something unexpected. Something far from criminal, yet politically explosive. A $50 payment at a strip club in Portugal during an official trip in May 2023. That single charge unleashed a storm. Social media turned ruthless, and Petro's defense only made things worse. In a post on X, he said he would never buy sex when he is still capable of seduction.
There are two things I've learned in life: not to go to bed with a woman from whom nothing is born in my heart, and not to buy sex when I'm still capable of seduction and poetry. You always have to combine sexuality with culture. That's what's called eroticism. I advise you of that.
To many, it was flippant, insensitive, tone-deaf, and it reopened old wounds. Colombian courts have previously ordered Petro to apologize for comments deemed stigmatizing toward women. He has called female reporters dolls of the mafia, in one of the most dangerous countries for journalists in South America. The scandal arrives at a moment when Colombia's relationship with Washington is rapidly deteriorating. Since President Trump returned to office in January, he has accused Petro of being an illegal drug leader. He even stripped Colombia of its certification as a partner in the fight against narco-trafficking, a major symbolic blow to a long-standing alliance. Petro, though, insists the truth will come out. He says he will explain someday why he was at the Menage strip club in Lisbon.
Well, someday I'll explain why I spent €40 on that site, but for now, I'm interested in making sure that everyone who examines my accounts can see the type of arbitrariness committed against Colombia by decertifying it, and against its president.
For now, Petro says he wants everyone reviewing his accounts to see the arbitrariness being committed against Colombia. And what have the records shown so far? No unusual financial activity, no suspicious money flows, just everyday expenses, mortgage payments, designer purchases from Gucci and Ralph Lauren, and that $50 strip club transaction now dominating headlines. All of this unfolds with Colombia heading toward major elections in 2026. Petro cannot run again, but he wants the left to stay in power. And this dramatic show of transparency may be part of that calculation. Whether it pays off or whether the controversy overwhelms everything else, that remains to be seen. And Bogotá, along with Washington, will be watching closely.
I was a revolutionary. I became a ruler. I claimed to protect my people. I terrorized them instead. I built palaces. I started wars. I lost everything. Some called me a defender of Arab pride. History remembers me as a dictator.